Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Chris Ball with RWB Racing and GT Champions here at the World Cup. We are in round 4. It's the GT3 Mustangs at Trial Mountain. And yeah, I do see that it says Trail Mountain. So if it's like a trail, it's like a trail. I guess I just missed that in sorry, folks. But anyway, we're here at the World Cup brought to us by Metropolis.com. Go check them out, Metropolis.com. If you're in the telecommunications field, that is where you need to go. Get to know those people. And if you want any more info on them, you can reach out to me in our Discord. I'll tell you all about them, too. Anyway, we are here in GTC TV broadcasting Lobby 1. We are waiting on one more person to get in here. And that's HPR. He's struggling with connection issues. So we're going to give him a chance to try to get his keister in here. But we are in round 4 already. It's gone by really fast. It's season 6, and it is going to be one heck of a race. The cars are all starting with 80% fuel instead of a full tank. So the car's going to be a little bit lighter, and it's cold. This is the first morning race. The other ones have been in the evening. Now we're in the morning, and we're going to go into the later morning, so the track will warm up as we get into the race and lighten up a little bit for us. It's going to be cloudy, but we might get a little peek of some brighter sun as we go through there. So we'll see how all of that goes. So here at Trial Mountain, we're in the GT3 Mustangs, but next week we're going to go to Atlanta, and we're going to be at Road Atlanta in the Lexus RCF Group 4 car. That's on the 30th of December. It's going to be a lot of fun. Right here on the right, you can see this is our grid order, and we will be starting everybody here except HPR unless he can get back in here. So we're just giving him a minute. You do see right there the DT next to P9 Gurgle did have an issue at the last round at Dragon Trail Gardens in the Mercedes, and had an incident that caused major damage to another vehicle, and as per our rules, that will be a drive-through penalty for him. So we will see Gurgle dive into the pit sometime within the first 5 laps. He's not allowed to take fuel or tires. It's just drive in, drive out, and that's it. So that'll be his drive-through penalty. Otherwise, we have an AM driver that showed up that ran a quick lap last week. So that driver is from RWB. That's Quan. He will likely be moved to Pro-Am if he does really well in this race. But the good for him is that he was able to get a good fast lap so he can get up here and race with the big boys and earn some extra points. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, big shout out to High Pre who do all of the graphics for us here at GT Champions, and we're super grateful to have him around. So we appreciate that. It looks like HPR is just joining the lobby now. Fantastic. Anyway, we also have other stuff coming up next. I'm going to bring this up so you can actually see the... there's the lobby. We're going to do that right there. There we go. So we can see all the drivers there. The Monday night is round 5 of the BMRL A trucks in iRacing that we do a broadcast for. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. They're going to be at Coda in the trucks. Have not seen any of these dudes race on a road course, so this could be pretty freaking interesting to see how that goes. So looking forward to that. All right, let me get HPR into his grid spot where he belongs. Good, we got everybody here. Let me let them know. I'm going to give everybody a 1 minute warning, and then we're gonna get this race underway. I'm so excited, you guys. This car is just so much fun, but on this track, it's really understeery. So the biggest thing we're going to watch out for is turn 1. Turn 1 is going to be the one that's going to be the biggest cause for problems, especially at the start of the race. So let's just hope we can get all the way to the tunnel. If we can get all the way to the tunnel without any major incidents, we're gonna keep it green. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, what else do we need to talk about? Is there anything else to talk about that I'm not remembering? Probably, but right now we're just gonna go into some racing. Let's get into the race and get going. Let me give them all my the little. I do these all the time. I'm just weird that way, folks, and just get over it. It's letting them all know that we're starting soon. They can't be missing any of these. And we have 15 drivers. They're all in a row. They're all ready. Oh, no, I don't want to enter it, Chris. I want to start the race. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Why is my race audio not coming on? That's weird. Let's hope I can get some, yes, we do have it. Okay, good. Oh, I thought we didn't have audio. My little button is not telling me the audio is on, but my other button is. So, we are up front with Monkey Man, Macho, and Cyclone Dan. These guys duking it out for the points. 3, 4, 5 lights, and no false starts. Everyone gets away good. There we go. Monkey Man gets a good run. Here's where we got to worry about it. We got to hold. Everybody's got to hold it together for this first turn. They're going to not go single file yet, are they? We got to see if everyone can get through this one. Everyone seems to be. Oh, wait. Do we have something back there? No, just a couple of guys involved. Not a big deal. But we got pretty major damage to Quan and to another car. There's only the 2 cars with damage. So we're going to stay with the green flag. It's only if it's 3 cars that are involved. So yes, they're going to have some challenges. They're going to have to pit, and that sucks for them. Gurgle's going to have to pit too. So we should see a few cars lined up here after the first few laps. All right, Monkey Man's up front. Cyclone Dan in second. Total Wolf right here from High Pre in third. And here comes Black Friday. Black Friday's been having a pretty decent season. We're gonna see if he can make things better. He's got a lot of new logos on his car. Here comes the S7R guys in there, and look at 3 of them in a row. They all are gonna look the same, so this should be fun. Dude, I love that livery though. That looks awesome. Ooh, Truth goes a little bit wide. Nav was looking inside there for just a minute. He's going to try to take him on the outside or cut back. He's going to try to just stick with it, and off they go. Nav in 8th. TJ right there. There's TJ from TT Racing. Uh-oh. Rick Gardis goes really deep, and he's going to leave himself open to a little bit of, I was going to say HPR. There he is. Ooh, I like that livery. Looks good. So a lot of these guys coming across the line, but across the line first is Monkey Man Macho. Here comes Cyclone Dan and Hype. So all these guys are still in the same spots. We got to hold it together, people. I'm trying to get my camera to be nicer. It's too jerky. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to make sure we don't miss anything too bad. And we've got Jay Brunn. That's Gurgle. He's done his drive-through, and so he is off and running. Although we'll go back and check, obviously, at the end of the race to see if. And there, oh, that's Kaizen. Is that Kaizen? No, that's I hate. Okay, hold on a second. We're gonna change to. Yeah, that's LJ. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do those. It's easier for me. And there is Quan. So Quan, not having a great start to his race, but he does have LJ in front of him to kind of come after. All right, so let's see. I'm going to just take a quick gander through the field and see if anybody is running. Okay, every single car out on the track are all on the same tire. So we don't have to worry about who's on what. I don't mind saying that. I do want to take a minute when we get Monkey Man out on the straight Well, we'll see. Let's get a little bit check on the action here. Let's see if anything has changed. A lot of Sector 7 guys nose to tail on the track. JNav has TJ right behind him, or JSet. There's HPR Ricardus, and it looks like Let It Rip is slipped back a little bit. And then Gurgle there. And all right, so up front, I want you to take a look at this. You can see where it says "Join the fight." We are with Pirate. It's a sad story, but Urban Pirate, who is our Lobby 3 broadcaster, that is having to take some time off. His wife was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he needs to spend some time with her, which is absolutely what needs to happen, which would explain why we don't have a live broadcast. But I do have my PlayStation in Lobby 3 so that I can do a rebroadcast. But it's a tribute livery from all the BFER guys, the Black Flag Racing guys, for him. So our hearts go out to you, Andy. Hope everything, gives you strength, help you out through there, bud. We love you, man. All right, back to racing, which is what he'd want to do. He'd want to see something like this. Oh, Total Wolf inside inside Black Friday. Nope, I guess he didn't make it work. No, that was Black Friday inside. Oh, he was inside Toto. I had it backwards. I don't know why I didn't do that. That's going to suck. Black Friday now is going to have to lose that spot, maybe even more when they hit the penalty zone. But he gets himself up in the podium places, but for how long? The penalty line is just out of the final corner, if I remember right. No, it's up in the tunnel, so he's going to have to do that later on. Cyclone Dance still looking pretty good up front. Ooh, don't touch that wall, don't touch that wall. All right, so look at that. Total Wolf gets back around Black Friday. And Black Friday's under attack. Hovercraft is right there with him into turn 1. Yeah, this car's got so much torque. You can see, he's driving in 6th gear through here. This is great. He's keeping up with these guys. He's not going to be using a ton of fuel, and that's going to help him later on. They are starting with 80% fuel, but they will run down. So Drew, the 80% is because this GT3 car, if we didn't do 80%, they could do almost the whole race without refueling the car. So it's kind of like doing a competition caution. We're forcing them each race to conserve fuel and tires, but also race. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So look at that, all these S7R guys. That's pretty awesome. Oh, look at this. A little bit Friday and Total Wolf up in front. We can see in the mirror right there the other S7R guys in that driver mirror. And Total Wolf defending for his life from Black Friday. Oh, we got a great front row seat here from Hovercraft's car. Watch those two battle. He's probably just hanging out there, just waiting for them to make a mistake that he can capitalize on. Get into that apex. Yeah, they're gonna get a little bit of run out of the corner than you did. Man, it's milliseconds we're talking about for all these drivers. On the brakes. So you can see way over there, there's a whole bunch of corner, and you got to get this apex right so you can get on the gas early. I was trying to do this practice race with my RWB team. It was not fun. I am not good at this car at this track. I mean, I only did like 15, 20 laps, but I definitely need some more time. All right, Monkey Man is 5 seconds up there. He is clearly showing that he has got the pace now. The challenge was for these guys is don't hit anything. Just don't hit anything because you do not want to have to stop. It's 35 seconds to stop for a 5-second repair, just in case you were wondering. So that's the delta that these drivers will lose if they have to pit for damage. Black Friday just really wants, let's go to this camera, he just really wants that spot. Now he's close enough now if he can get on the gas. Oh yeah, look at that. He's going to have a good, he should just push him and try to catch up with everybody, but no, he's going to go around. We see the drag race down through the tunnel. S7R back there. Hovercraft just watching. And here we go. Black Friday making the move. And Total Wolf's going to let him take it. Total Wolf's thinking maybe I can over-under, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. Black Friday had his number there. So Black Friday up into P3. This is awesome. Thanks for the sound levels, Big Red. Appreciate you, buddy. If you need the cars to be a little bit louder than me, or a little bit louder, I can bump it up. Just let me know. Oh, this looks good. Ooh, a little wiggle out of Toto. Look at that. He's got Hovercraft, and there is Rusty Maggots right behind him. And Truth is right behind them. So we've got 3 of these Sector 7 cars. This is so awesome. Like, I love seeing these guys all on the track. And they're not using their normal, like, red and white and black. It's the orange, which is pretty cool. So we got TJ is up into 8th place. JNav, who started in 7th, has fallen to 9th. So that's Nav Motorsports. He has fallen back in a couple of spots, and he's got himself a nice little Christmas livery. Santa Claus is coming to town. I love it. It looks good, buddy. It looks awesome. What will be better is if you can find your way through here and get your spots back. Just hang in there. We're going to see. This is really good. This is a lot of cars still very close together. We have a few outliers. Speaking of outliers, let's go back to, there's Ricardus, and he's also running the tribute livery from Black Flag Racing. But now Gurgle is all by himself, but back here, LJ and Quan are fighting for last. My favorite statement ever made by Joey Cannoli from RWB Racing. Was always battling for last. This is a Pro-Am versus an Am driver that needs to be a Pro-Am driver. So we'll probably see about him moving his way up, but had a spectacular. He had the 11th fastest time in the last race of all of the drivers. Is he looking to go for something here? He may not. He's just holding it back, keeping it together. All right, let's check up front really quick. Monkey Man's out 7 seconds now, but look at this. Black Friday is trying to put the moves on Cyclone Dan. Okay. This is the kind of stuff I want to see. Battles all over the place. So there's a battle for P2. There's a battle with like 4 cars for P3. I mean, essentially, we got 5 cars that are still all close enough to be in podium places. It'll just be who can keep their tires working or not. Now, keep in mind, Black Friday is a Pro-Am driver. The guys in front of him are Pro drivers. He is not racing them for, whoa, what happened there? Mark, back, go. That looked like maybe some lag. There's a little bit of lag coming off of Cyclone Dan's car. His car is kind of all over the place. Oh, yeah. Wow, that was some lagalicious moves right there. Are we having any damage? Oh, there's a little bit of damage to Cyclone Dan's car. I mean, we can't fault Black Friday for that. That lag was pretty crazy. I mean, we'll review it. Obviously, we'll review it. I'm sure Cyclone Dan is going to see that, and he may or may not put in a ticket, but he's just lost a couple spots, except he's going to try to get one back. Hovercraft's trying to go around the outside, except he's got a half-second penalty, which is going to ruin that little move for him. And now Toto Wolff is going to maybe get his spot back if he doesn't do something like that. Ooh, that was close. He's got to hold it together. That's a lot of sliding around. Got to hit your marks, because these guys are coming after you. Look at that. Here we go. We've got a oh, I thought I was going to see a battle there. Look, from Truth's point of view, JNav's up into 7th, so he's gotten those 2 spots back in what, a lap and a half. So Nav Motorsports back up into 7th, but boy, he's boxed in by the S7 guys. Look at that. What's going to happen here, JNav? We'll watch on board from Truth, because we're going to see a little bit of a helping hand through the corner. Hold it together, guys. Hold it together. Wow, these front pack are really holding this nicely. We're 15 minutes into this race. Well, 14 minutes. And we still got plenty of action happening up on track. Cyclone Dan has dropped to third, but he dropped to fourth, but he got his spot back, so he's there. But Black Friday said, see you later. I got this track figured out. Hasta mañana. And then Cyclone Dan's got a... Ooh, Cyclone Dan now has more damage. He's got front arrow and left front wheel damage as well. He didn't have that in the original incident, so he must have run into something else. Does anyone else around him have damage? No, it doesn't look like it, but he's about to lose a spot, and he does. And look at that, hovercraft up into the third spot. Total Wolf drops to fourth. Dan might have to pit. Oh, he might have to pit. I mean, if you lose, yeah, you're going to lose some time. Well, he's in the slipstream with these guys. If he can stay with them, he might be able to. If he gets out of this pack of cars, that's when he's going to want to pit. But I think he's going to be able to hold it together. He's got his blinker on. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or not. But up into the podium places is hovercraft from Sector 7. And in goes, yep, there goes Dan. So in he goes to get some much-needed service work. His pit crew's coming out to greet him. Nobody's going to be happy about that. Let It Rip is going to move up. He's going to fall all the way back. Dan's going to fall all the way back. It's like a 30-second. You can't see the damage below on the screen, but front, rear, and left front wheel damage. So into his pit box he's going to go. All you're going to see is tires. You're not going to see fuel, or tires or fuel. You're just going to see the damage getting repaired. The wheel's been fixed, and the arrow's fixed him. Out he goes. So there is going to be some fun up in front of him. There goes Gurgle into turn one. So we still have a battle at the back that's going to be happening, and this race is not over by a long shot. So maybe for Monkey Man it is. I can't believe he is that far out already. This guy, maybe it's the extra love in the livery, but I heard from some other people talking about him that he is just way faster than anybody thought he was. He's learned so much. Black Friday, 9 seconds back, but it's already built a 3-second gap to hovercraft. And there is a whole pack of guys all looking for the same spot. There is Wolf, Rusty Maggots, and then right there, JNav's up another position due to Cyclone Dan having a pit. But he is not getting a lot of comfort feelings from Truth Serum. Truth is putting on some heat right now, trying to get back up there with his teammates. I saw a lot of people practicing this race. This one is probably one of the harder races that are going to be here this season, especially right through this sector right here. Getting this one right without spinning the car out and getting a good run out of the corner, that is a rough one. And then turn one. So we're going to see a lot of interesting maneuvers happening, and hopefully we don't see anybody else crashing. This piece right here, if you get it just right, it's like, wow, these guys are all really close together. And look at that, TJ is not too far away. Jay said, I don't know what to call him. He is not that far away, so there is still time for him. And then back, you've got HPR and Let It Rip, both trying to battle. So there's only, there are 6 Pro-Am drivers that are battling each other here. So what's really cool is they're fighting each other, which is awesome. They're not really, we know that the pro driver, whoever the top pro driver is going to be the one that wins the series. I don't think a Pro-Am driver is going to ever get all the way up there enough to get all the points, except we do see Black Friday is doing that now. But remember, these guys also have to get a fast lap on this track somewhere. Right now, Monkey Man holds a 151. I saw guys that are mid-Pro-Am drivers turning 150s on softs. So we should see some faster times out of these guys up here. But Monkey Man Macho finishes lap 10. Actually, yeah, he's finishing lap 10 now. So after 10 laps, he's gained a second a lap over the field. There is Black Friday. He's got about 3 seconds up the road. Here comes Hovercraft, and look at that whole train of cars. Let's just look backwards. Look at all those cars back there. They all want a piece of the action. Go on board with Nav in his Christmas car. He's got cars behind him. He's got cars in front of him. He's got the sharp right-hander up here, and you can see the cars just going all the way out to the curbs. But you don't want to hit those curbs because you will be toast. These guys have to drive nice and smooth and try to get their tires to last, which won't be a problem if you're taking it easy on your tires. Now, what's interesting is since the race has already started, oh, here we go. There's moves being made. J-Nav's trying to get into that top 5, and so far, so good. But let's see, can he make it through this particular corner ahead? He's holding Rusty to the outside. Rusty has a better run and a little bit of a wiggle, and that's it. J-Nav's got to start all over again. Yeah, he got a little bit loose coming out of that corner. We can go back and watch that again from J-Nav's side. When he comes out of the corner, see that wiggle? He gets a little loose, and it was just enough to get him a little bit out of sorts. So Rusty Maggots lives to fight another day in the P5. I mean, he has to do that for another hour and 39 minutes. This is endurance racing at its best, folks, and I love it. True, I like your comment. Maybe give him less fuel. Well, I mean, he still has to finish the race. But look at this. J-Nav, is he going for it? No, I thought he was going to go for it there for a second. On board with Truth, watching this whole thing unfold in front of him. There's a lot that you have to do to hold these tires together. If you drive too hard on this course, you're not going to get your tires to last. So running the 151s is about as fast as you can go on the medium tire if you want it to last for the entire stint. So we'll see how these guys make it last. Let's check up here in third spot. So Hovercraft, that's Black Friday up ahead. He's closed up the gap by about a second and a half. Does Black Friday have damage? No, he didn't hit anything. Hovercraft in third, but he's got Total Wolf still right there behind him. So there's some work yet to be done. Oh, as J-Nav tried to get in there this time and he didn't make it work. He is really putting on the pressure. And look right behind him. He is in an S7R sandwich, and he is the meat of it. And this is fun. I love these kind of battles. I also love that Christmas livery. It looks awesome, dude. These kind of battles where you've got a teammate and another teammate all trying to race together. There's probably no team orders there, but you know, hey, did Hovercraft just get around? Oh no, Hovercraft wasn't there. But it looks like Total Wolf might be making. Nope, he's a little too far back. I thought maybe he was. Going for it. You know what? Let's go check back here. HPR is gapped. Let it rip by a little bit. There is Ricardus, Gurgle, and then look back here. Cyclone Dan, LJ, and Quan. So the backfield is still alive and well. There's a whole lot of racing to go, and anybody can make a mistake. 3-second pit stop error after the stint's over. They can hit a wall. They can run into somebody. Cyclone Dan, who was running second, now runs in 13th after stop in and get repaired. Quan and LJ were also had to go in and pit because they had damage, and Gurgle had a drive-through penalty. So your last 4 drivers, that's the reason that they are where they are. But look at this. They're catching up to Ricardus. Here comes Ricardus in the Urban Pirate tribute livery. And not too far away, just 2 seconds, is Gurgle. I know it feels funny in the throat. I want you all to just say it out loud, wherever you are right now. Just say Gurgle. Just so people like go, what is that person saying? Anyway. All right, let's see. Where's the leader? Let's go on board with the leader for a lap. No, I want the inside camera. There we go. So this is Monkey Man Macho. I'm going to keep an eye on the triangles. Little tap on the wall, but that was a lap with the master. He is the points leader right now in the series. 16 seconds over Black Friday, who has lost a lot of time to the guys behind him. I think he must have had a slide or something, but he recovered and is gaining some time back. Black Friday comes across, finishing lap 14 in P2. Hovercraft is leading a giant train of cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. Look at all those cars. There's a lot happening up here at the front for that last podium spot. So this will be fun to see how all these drivers hold it together for this long. Oh, here's a move. There's a move right there. Rusty Man gets inside of JNav. JNav was trying to go for it. Let's go back from JNav's point of view. He thought maybe right through here he was going to tuck underneath and get that spot, but he just didn't have the run enough to get the outside to work. He tried to cut under, but that door was slammed shut, and there was no way you were getting around that, son. Not at all. Great racing by these guys up here. Everyone being really respectful. And look at TJ just sitting back here. Where is he? Right there. He's just sitting back there, kind of waiting to see if anybody does something dumb. He is the second highest Pro-Am driver sitting on the roster right now. So his battle is with that Christmas car. So TJ, he is battling for points against Black Friday, at least as far as this lobby is concerned right now. That is the other Pro-Am driver he needs to come after. The Truth might make a move here. I highly doubt there's any team orders to do anything, but Rusty did something wrong because he just lost 2 spots. Wasn't he in front of JNav? Yeah, he was. And so Rusty, I didn't mark it to get back far enough, folks. Wow, there's a lot of stuff happening in these tunnels. So Rusty Mags, he has no damage to the car, so he should be okay. Let's see. Oh, look up here. Hovercraft is 1.4 seconds from Black Friday, and Total Wolf is right there. If Hovercraft and Toto could work together and push each other, they can get up there and catch him. Now, somebody might be saying, well, why isn't Black Friday a pro driver? I mean, he's up here racing with these guys. Well, remember, everybody has certain car and track combos they can be really, really good at. And then some they're just not good at. Maybe MR cars or whatever. So part of how we rate a driver is there are various different styles of races they have to do. How they manage those races just kind of helps us gain perspective on a driver's talent. We can't just make everybody a pro driver, right? We need to have some people where they're just going to have to show their way. We don't have a set number or anything like that that says you can't come into our pro class because we only going to have this many. But to keep all the racing alive, man, look at all these guys. Look at all these cars still. We're a half an hour in, and they are all really close together. Hovercraft having a great race. I didn't look to see where everybody was in the championship. I could have brought that up, I guess. JNav is in the top 5 now, so that's good. Truth is right behind him. Rusty is falling back there to 7th. J-Set is right there. And look who's back in the picture, HPR. He was way back. He started 2nd to last in the race, and he is up to 9th. So, yeah, he is doing really good. Let It Rip is somewhere on the track. There he is. He started last. He's up in 10th. So these guys have made their way up. Back here, we've got Gurgle, and there is Ricardus. He's not far behind now. I think he was ahead of Gurgle several laps ago when we were looking at the cars through the tunnel. So Gurgle has made up a spot. Cyclone Dan needs to catch. LJ's got some space, and Quan is holding up the rear of the field, but never quit, never surrender. All right, Monkey Man. Gonna come down here, finish lap 17. We're half an hour in. So 17. He's gonna complete about 18 laps in a half an hour. So if you do the math, 18 times 3 minus a couple of laps for the pit stops, or a lap for the pit stops, is how many laps they're gonna do. So that's 36, 46, 56, 54 laps. Somewhere around 54 laps that they're gonna do. So there's a lot of racing left to go. Black Friday losing some time. Under a second now, Hovercraft is there. It's not a tire situation. He's on the same, all their tires are doing just about the same. I think that the drivers are just getting themselves nice and warmed up. They're getting themselves set. They're understanding where they need to put the car compared to the drivers. So Hovercraft, that's what he sees right in front of him. That is P2. He's in P3, and all those cars back there. Look at them all. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 he can see. 5th one just coming into view. Those are all guys looking for the same spot he's in. Huh? Yeah. This is good stuff. Black Friday, though, is the lead of the lead of the pack here. I mean, Monkey Man's gone. I don't even know how he's doing that. He's just beyond me how he can drive that car. And his tires are in better shape than the guys behind him. So I guess the rumors are true. Slow is fast, right? Slow is fast. All right, so Quan is 5 seconds away and growing from LJ, so he's got some work to do, but he got to be in the top lobby race with the pros and the pro-ams up here. That's good stuff, and he's going to get some pretty decent points too. All right, we're going to keep an eye on here because Black Friday now under attack. So here, let's do this. So Black Friday, look at that. He's got a nice open road. What does he have to concern himself with? All of that behind him. There is so much happening back behind this guy. He's got Hovercraft in 3rd, JNav in 4th now. How did he get to 4th? Did someone hit? Did someone crash? Total Wolf. Total Wolf has dropped to 6th. He doesn't have any damage, but he lost a bunch of spots there. Nobody in the top 8, or I don't think anybody else on track has damage now. But look at that, Jason just kind of sitting there. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna hang out with y'all. That's all good. Look at his view. Look at all these cars he has to play with in front of him. Like, he's got to be having so much fun right now. Like a pro-am driver racing all these pro drivers, and he's keeping up with them. That's got to feel really good. So he's gonna try to. He sees a whole line of cars here. I mean, how rewarding is that? Like to be able to get up there. That's pretty awesome. All right, so Black Friday. It looked like Hovercraft was going to take a look. Nav is in 4th. Truth is looking for his spot. There's so much happening. Guys, this is a really good race. We don't normally get this many cars this deep into the race, all this close together and battling. These guys are really all together in a great spot. I am loving it. It's awesome. J-Set does get around Rusty Maggots, so J-Set now into 7th. Does Rusty have damage? No, he's just struggling right now for some reason. He's getting off his game, and look at that, HPR is not far away. HPR, no slowpoke. All right, wow, look at this. This battle for P2. That's everybody. Everybody. There's like 8 cars there that are all trying for this spot that Black Friday currently possesses. And all the rest of them are trying like crazy to get through there. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is such good racing, you guys. This is the kind of stuff that we were hoping our new platform would give us, is cars that are very equally matched showing up on tracks. And here we have it. Black Friday leading this group from P2 all the way to P9, right? That's 2 to 9. That's all of them. That's 8 cars? All sitting there battling. Oh, wait, did I just miss something? I'm going to mark it and go up to the P2. It looks like Hovercraft made the move, and he's going to get up into P2. Okay, let's go back and see if we can take a look at that. We'll go on the chase cam with him. Okay, so Hovercraft is making a move. Oh, look at that run. He's getting a huge run and going defensive, but not defensive enough. And now Black Friday is going to be stuck on the outside, and he's just not going to be able to hold it together. He's got to keep it together. Now he gets a little too much understeer, and that was all it took. Wow. Great pass, buddy. Great pass. Come on, cameras, work with me. Hovercraft up into P2. S7R finally got their cars all the way up to the front. Black Friday, dude, don't even sweat this, dude. You are racing in a different class from these guys, and you are freaking doing awesome. So that is, just keep it going. All you need to do is make sure that TJ doesn't get around you. Look at that. Oh my gosh, these guys are driving so good. This is so much fun to watch. I really like that livery from the Sector 7 guys. I love that orange. It just pops. I like it. Total Wolf from High Pre trying to get back up to the front. He was all the way up in second, and now he's back into sixth. Similar to what happened to Rusty. Rusty was up front, and now Rusty's moved out of the way. Now, what is Total Wolf going to do? I think he's just going to stay there. They're all on a big slipstream train. It's going to be really hard to pass anybody. Is he going to go for it? He's sticking his nose out like he's going to. He's just filling up. Truth's mirror with a bright white High Pre car just to keep him on his toes. Truth isn't going to fall for that stuff, though. He's the kind of racer he doesn't race his mirrors. He races the track, and he knows what times he needs to get. Oh my gosh, guys, this is such a good race. Hovercraft under attack. Black Friday wants that spot back, and he's going to go deep and not going to make it work. I think Black Friday is trying to get that spot back. He wants to be up there. Oh, and that might have been all he needed. He did, as Hovercraft taps the wall just a little bit. Going to lose 2 spots. And Nav up in the podium places now. So Black Friday and Nav have moved all the way up into the podium places. And now we're back to 1, 2, 3, 4. Where did... Oh, Rip is way back. Wait a minute, where's... Oh, there's Truth. Okay, sorry for all the crazy camera folks. Holy cow, this... I mean, we should probably do this once in a while. There's your leader. He's all the way down into the hairpin at the end of the straight. Where's Black Friday? He hasn't even gotten on the straight. There he is. Black Friday back up into P2 on the start-finish straight. Is leading the crew down the tunnel. Here is Nav Motorsports in P3 now. He has had a pretty rough go of the first couple of rounds, but he said, I saw a social media post from him. Look at that. He's going inside. J-Nav's looking inside for that P2 spot, and he sticks it. He sticks it, but Black Friday comes back around on him. J-Nav now still under pressure from Hovercraft and Truth. Like, wow. Okay, breathe. Ooh, look at inside again. J-Navs gets around, but he still has to get all the way to the end of this straight and keep these guys behind him. And look at that. There goes Black Friday getting... Oh, Black Friday's looking underneath. Wow, these guys are going to let all these other guys catch him. Not going to get a good run out of the corner. A little wiggle from Black Friday. And look at that. Oh, this isn't going to be good, guys. This is not good. You do not want to do this side by side. Who's going to give? Black Friday better give. Black Friday better give. He's not. He's going to make him. He's going to push him. Or not physically, but like, wow. These guys are putting on a show, people. Holy cow. Black Friday back up into P2 again. J-Nav still in podium places, but right there, Hovercraft is trying to make moves stick. Ooh, J-Nav was in a wrong position for there, but he gets the speed out of the corner. Whew. I don't know if how are these guys doing this much battling? And it's been 45 minutes already that they've been at this. This is awesome. I will say that looking at the tire situation, some of these guys are using a little bit more tire than others. But, wow. This is good stuff. Oh, here we go. Hovercraft on Nav. Man, a lot of position changes happening up here. Get the go camera. And makes it stick, but he might lose 2 spots. Ooh, a little bump. The Truth was trying to get through there too. Wasn't enough room to make it happen, but so close. So close. So Hovercraft back in the podium places. These guys are giving me so much to do. Okay, really quick. Back here, I'm going to check the rest of the field. Rip's by himself. Cyclone's by himself. LJ's by himself. Gurgle, Quan are kind of battling it out in 13th, and Ricardus picks up the rear of the field. And there's your leader, Monkey Man Macho. way out there, 27 seconds. Like, what the freak? Where did... He's cheating. It's a cheat code. Cheat codes. No, I'm kidding. Obviously. All right. Oh, here we go. Nav says, I'll take that spot back, thanks. And he makes it work. These guys are so freaking great. They're putting on such a good race right now. Black Friday has moved back up into the places. I think that deserves a little, yep, never going to give up. Black Friday bounces all the way back into second again. And he's got that 2-second gap again. But now, Nav's got a problem. He has a real problem. And it's that orange and black car to his left. Hovercraft has got the move there. But under braking, what happens? Can he get around the outside, get some speed on the outside, and come back up? No, he's going to lose 2 spots. There goes the truth. It's not over yet, though. He still has the inside, and he has to give way. He has to give way, and the S7R guys move up, but JNav's not done. Nav is just battling with truth. These guys, this is so much fun. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh, this is the kind of stuff that I love broadcasting for, is getting to watch these battles unfold. And right back there, I see it looks like Total Wolf was looking to make a move there. Whew. So Hovercraft in the third. The Truth moves up to the 4th place. That's his highest place so far in the race. JNav's been all the way up into second at one point. Rusty Maggots was up near the front. He's got a little bit of work to do to get that spot back. And folks, you think this is fun. These guys are all racing on the harder compound tire. Wait until they get on the soft tires. We're going to see some much more aggressive moves. Oh, look at this. HPR has gotten around TJ. HPR now up into 8th position. Yeah, this guy's going to move to pro class. There's no doubt about it. I mean, obviously there's discussions, but I mean, he has proven time and again that he is just quick. But look at that. He sees a whole line of cars. I bet you every one of these drivers that are in this pack all feel like, oh, look at that. Is Truth going for it? He is. And Hovercraft is going to drop back a spot. He's got plenty of space. He's not going to battle his teammate. He's going to try to go underneath. And the Truth kind of cuts him off there. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Truth in the podium place is highest so far on the track. And Truth now runs up into P3. These S7R guys, man, they are a class act group. Their leadership is pretty freaking awesome. And they got great racers. So it's a lot of fun watching these guys duke it out. So now, if we're talking about team points, S7R has got some pretty boss points lined up for them the way they are on the track right now. Remember, the top 3 drivers' points, and they've got somebody in, they've got 3 cars in the top 6. And Monkey Man Macho's team has the most points right now. However, I think this is the first race that we're going to see a change in the championship points. In fact, let me pull those up real quick while we're watching this. I'm going to stick to Nav here because there's a lot happening. Man, these guys are really putting the screws to this car. Check the team championship right now. Yeah. So actually, after this race is over, Sector 7 will actually have all of the points to be. Oh, look at this. Man, these dudes, this is so great. These guys are putting on all kinds of overtakes, people. This track and car combo have turned out to be pretty awesome. Let's watch from Toto Wolff's point of view. Can it get done? JNav just says, I'm going to squeeze you down to the bottom, and he's going to be able to hold that spot. He's got the inside here, and this is definitely a single file spot through here. And he makes it stick, so Rusty's still stuck back there. Hovercraft. Truth is broken away a little bit. There he is. He's catching Black Friday now. The pit window opens in about 1 minute. Is that right? Are we that far? Yeah, it opens in 1 minute. I can't believe we're halfway through the race almost. Truth up in third, only a second away from P2. Hovercraft's in fourth. JNav is in fifth, and Rusty is not far behind. So Nav having a much better race than the first couple. And Toto now is really close. Look, Toto Wolff sees opportunities. I can't believe, folks, we have made it through the up to the pit window, and we still have this many cars battling. What a show of strength by the Lobby 1 drivers today. Man, I can't tell you how awesome that is. That's freaking amazing. I am so glad to see it. Truth is right there on Black Friday. Look at that. Into the hairpin, and Truth is putting all the pressure on. Look at him. He's just filling up that mirror full of a bright orange car. And you know Black Friday is like, crap. But Black Friday's having a fantastic race. Remember, Black Friday, you're not racing that guy for championship points. It is a driver's championship, but we're doing, there will be an award for the Pro-Am, and Am top point getters in the series. So, and then the team with the most points at the end of the season gets their logo and banner to be on the GTCHAMPIONS.com website forever until somebody dethrones them. So they'll be dethroning, somebody will dethrone MSR that's currently on there now, because they are no longer participating. So I think they have one driver that might be racing. So the pit window, folks, she is open. She's open for business. Folks, step back. Something's going on here on my end, so I'm just going to keep it wherever it is. Wow, they are battling up front. Just running into a small thing. I think let's try that. Yes, there we go. Wanted to get that. So pit lane is open for everybody to come in. It will close in about it's a 20-minute pit window, so we've got a bit to go here. So Black Friday, man, he has been up there in the front this whole time. I didn't notice that guy on the rock taking pictures. That's awesome. So these two, this is the battle for P2, which is crazy, and then Nav and Rusty are battling for 4th. And then these guys are also battling for, they're all battling for everything. This is amazing. I can't believe these guys are providing this much action this deep into the race. This is spectacular. I think Black Friday might see a challenger here. Is he going for it? Is he going for it? On the brakes, Truth goes deep. He might get not a very good exit, but he's going to have the inside line. Yeah. Oh, they touch. They touch. They touch. Truth has no damage. Everything is cool. Everything's kosher. But Truth up into P2. Oh, these guys are having a great race. This is so much fun. Where'd Nav go? Or Black Friday, rather. Well, Friday, he is drag race. He's like, I do not want to drive behind people. Late on the brakes, late on the brakes, late on the brakes. And he's going to get it done. He gets the spot back. Oh my gosh, these guys are having the most amazing race right now. By far, one of my absolute favorite races in any World Cup that I broadcasted in the last 6 seasons. This is by far my favorite one so far. I mean, the amount of work these guys are getting done is incredible. And here we go. Rip and Cyclone Dan now battling for a top 10 spot. Good golly, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. Whew. All right, let's check up front. Let's see how this doing. Black Fridays got a little tap, no damage, but it's a little tap from Truth, I think. So that battle for P2 and 3 is still going. 4 is still going. I need to breathe a minute. Just a minute. Let's look up here. Anything happening? No, they're holding it together. Wow, these guys are gonna race these medium tires for a minute. Truth definitely has a better tire situation than Black Friday. I'm not going to talk about their fuel situation because I'm not. But nobody's going to have a problem making the fuel work in this race. The GT3 races are just easier. For whatever reason, the fuel seems to last a bit longer than the Group 4 cars. I'm not sure why. But they do. Rusty Maggots gets the move done. Do we get to see it? Do we get to see it? Nope, we don't. It was already done by the time we got there. But Rusty Maggots moves up into P3, P4, and Nav right behind him in P5. So there's all kinds of battling going on. Oh, Total Wolf has made his way around Hovercraft and is up into P6. J-Set still hanging out with these guys, just showing he belongs with their pace. This is pretty awesome. Now we'll see what happens when these guys get on their soft tires and what they can do. But look, HPR's there now. HPR's, look at that. He sees all kinds of opportunities. You know he is smiling. He's like, I got positions. This is freaking awesome. I can race these dudes. Let's go. Let's get some. All right, so not much happening up here. I don't see Truth going for lunch from that far back. So Black Friday can count himself pretty safe. Well, wait, maybe. Wow. I mean, the Truth pulls all the way up to his bumper. And then you've got Rusty's trying to defend from Nav. He's built just a little bit of a gap, but it's not a lot. And Total Wolf sees this happening right in front of him. I am curious, actually, where's your, what's your, let's see the times that Cyclone Dan is running. He's been running 152s, 3s, and 4s. We're not even going to look at Monkey Man. He's been running 52s, 53s. 53s, 54s, 53, 54s. They're all going to be running about the same thing. Yeah, I see 153s and some 154s and 55s. Oh, Cyclone Dan pits. Oh, he's got damage. He's got damage on the front arrow and right front wheel. But the pit window's open, so he can go in. He can get fuel, get some soft tires, and drive for an hour. So we'll see if he can make that work. But this is our first service pit stop, so let's watch one of these go down. I love their liveries. Dale's got great liveries. Tires are done, fuel's going in, and they've already fixed the front wheel because they replaced it. So he's only got probably 3 seconds while he waits for the fuel to fill up. Meanwhile, the leader is coming into the final couple corners now. I cannot believe that Monkey Man is 30 freaking seconds ahead of the entire field. Wow. Truth has gained a giant gap over Friday, almost 2 seconds. Now it's 2 seconds. So Truth getting it done. Now, when do people pit? I mean, the pit window's open. They can go in when they want to. Takers yet. There's JNav, Total Wolf, and then TJ staying out. Everyone's, yeah, these guys are all going to stay out on these medium tires. I think the only reason that we saw, where is Cyclone Dan? The only reason we saw Cyclone Dan go in when he did was he had damage, so it just made sense. Now Cyclone Dan is going to get a few extra laps on those soft tires. He can gain probably 2 to 3 seconds a lap. He could really eat some of these guys' lunch being on these soft tires for a bit. And look at that. He's got a nice clear track in front of him. He's got one guy. I mean, that is only going to help him from that spot where he can get a little bit of slipstream. I mean, he's a little far back for the slipstream, but he's got nice open track to do whatever he wants in this car. So Cyclone Dan still has some stuff to get done. Monkey Man, I don't know when he's going to come in. He's going to be able, with his 32 seconds, he'll hit his pit box, and he'll be, you know, it's a 35-second drive-through, so he can just drive right through. So he's going to come out well ahead of everybody else. Truth, 3.5 seconds over Rusty. Look at this. Everybody just got around Black Friday. Hold on, Mark. Back, Chase, let's find out what happened here. Black Friday is just getting eaten. Oh, his right front tire is toast, and he is going to just get eaten up by a couple of drivers. Here comes Nav. Nav is also going to get around him under the slip and on the brakes, and that's how you get it done. Wow. So for P3, there's still a four-way battle now for the third spot. Truth is pulled away by 3.5 seconds. So that is good stuff. That'll be helpful for him. Rusty Maggots is going to come across in P3 at the end of lap 33. So we're halfway through the race, and we're going to get about 65 laps. So that's about right with the pit stops. Nav still hunting. These guys are really flying on these medium tires, and I got to tell you, they're all running 153s. I got on there and I was running on the soft tire just trying to figure this track out, and like I was running 155s and 6s on the soft tire. I just couldn't get my brain was just not getting it together. I don't know why. Oh boy, my voice is starting to go. But look at this, Truth having a pretty good race. Truth started, where did he start? He started in 8th position, and now he sits in P2, so good on you, man. Rusty's got Nav right behind him. Is Nav going for it? He's not going to go for it. He's going to stay in the slip and pull out just when he needs to. Oh, nope. He says, let's go catch the other guy. So, but did he give Rusty a little overspeed? Is that was his goal? Does he think he's going to push Rusty back up to get to Truth? And that Rusty's going to let him get there? I don't know. Maybe Rusty's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna hold this guy back a little bit and give Truth some space. We want to get an S7R guy on the podium, if not two. Oh, this is good stuff. Then Total Wolf is up into 5th. Black Friday pits. So Black Friday pits out of, I think he was in like 4th. So he pits out. Where's Monkey Man? Pits are still open for another 4.5 minutes, roughly. So people are going to have to start pitting pretty soon. It's about a 2.5 minute pit stop. Truth in P2. And here comes Rusty in 3rd with Nav. Nav's going to pit when they do, is my guess. That's going to be very interesting. These top, the second P2 through 5th all have very different fuel levels in their tanks right now, and it'll be interesting to see how that translates into time. Remember, it's 1 liter per second. So for every liter that you have less than the guy that you're chasing or is chasing you, you gain a second for every liter of gas you got to put back in the car. So these guys are being very aware of how much fuel they have left and what they're going to need to get through. Look at that. Total Wolf up into 5th. Now remember, they have to cycle through pit stops, and right now, let's see, where's our first soft tire runner? Oh, we got damage on somebody's car. Oh, Quan's got damage. Oh, he hit something on his right front. Black Friday's out on his soft tires. Gurgle has pit for his softs already. So is Cyclone Dan and LJ now coming out of his pit box now. And he's going to come out in last place with a brand new set of soft tires and some fuel. All right, JNav and Total Wolf into the pits. Truth and Rusty stay out a little bit longer. Now, they're over the halfway mark. These guys will probably come in on the next lap around. They kind of have to. And so will TJ. And so will Hovercraft. These guys and HPR, they all have to come in on the next lap. So Total Wolf from High Pre in his pit box. Brand new set of tires and some fuel going in. Same thing for Nav Motorsports' car. He's getting some fuel going into his car. And Rip and Quan are due in anytime. Here comes Rip. We'll get ourselves a Sector 7 car here in the pits. He goes. A few scrapes here on the front of the car. Not anything terrible. A little bit slow on one of the wheels. Ricardo still needs to pit. He'll be pitting now. Black Friday's done pitting. Now, Black Friday's been on those soft tires for an extra lap, and hopefully it was enough. So I'm really not concerned. I'm really interested to see where Total Wolf comes out. He is still filling up with gas. He's got a little ways to go for the fuel. And Monkey Man Macho goes into the pits. Truth will be coming in now. Everyone has to. They have to be out before we get to 50 minutes left in the race. You can see the timer, not the very, well, the very top, you're going to see that it says 1:07. They have to be out before 1:10. So they've only got 1.5 minutes, or 2.5 minutes to get into the pits and get the work done. Monkey Man Macho in the tribute livery for Black Flag Racing for Andy and his family. We love you, man. We're all praying for you and hoping for you. So hopefully you guys can have some comfort through this difficult time. We got you, bro. Truth coming in, Rusty coming in, TJ's coming in, Hovercraft's coming in, HBR's coming in, everyone's coming in. Total Wolf's already gone in and out. So he's getting his soft tires out. And and he came out he's got 5 seconds over Black Friday. Wow, okay, yeah. Black Friday had significantly more fuel to put into the car than the rest of the guys did that I noticed before. He had a lot less fuel. Monkey Man out, and he will start his soft tire run, so the leader comes out. TJ in there from TT Racing. HPR is in there in his pit box getting some fuel. Rusty, he's still fueling up. These guys are all fueling up, Hovercraft and Drew. So they're all filling up. You can watch the timers there. They're all going to have to get to about a little over 50% fuel to get through the rest of the race, although the soft tires are going to make a big difference. All right, Total Wolf's coming through the final corner now. Let's see. Where's Truth? Truth pulling out of the pits now, so he's going to come out. He's going to come out. So is Rusty. Total Wolf sees him. There he goes. Those are his targets, and he's going to get past. Is that HPR? HPR gets right in front of him. Ooh, that was really no, that's Hovercraft. Boy, he almost caused an accident whipping out in front of Total Wolf going so fast. Yowza. That was something scary, but Total Wolf into the top 5. HPR moves up into P6 and is in front of Black Friday. So these two are battling for championship points in their class. All the guys in front of them are all pro drivers. These guys, wow, look at that. Black Friday just goes sailing on through. Look at that. And then there's Nav back there in 8th. He had so much fuel to take that he's going to be sad that he's that far back from everybody else. He was having such a good time. And J-Set is in 9th. He's not that far. He sees his target right there. So, I don't know. It looks like Nav just took a little bit more fuel. We'll have to see if he can make that work. We got to wait now. This is where the race comes to everybody. All right, so our leader, Monkey Man Macho, he's going to get probably 1 extra lap over everybody else. He's actually got people right here in P14. Is the lowest car on the list for him to find. So Monkey Man Macho on the same straight. We'll catch up in a bit. Wait, who's this right here? There we go. LJ and Rip having a little battle here for 12th place. I don't know if the battle's over or just beginning. Up here, we've got Truth and Rusty. They went in this order. They came out this order. But who didn't is Total Wolf, who's in 4th. He got around Hovercraft. So he made it happen. Total Wolf now on his favorite tire. And we'll see what he can do with that now that they have a little extra grip. We're going to see some fast lap times. So look at that. Cyclone Dan's already dropped to 150.9. Total Wolf's at a 151.8 that he just did on his last lap. Black Friday all the way back to 6th. And then there's HPR in 7th. He can see him. He's only 2 seconds away. But JNav way back. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe did he just take more fuel than the rest of the guys? No, he didn't. I wonder if he just spun or something. Or maybe he got a pit penalty or something. But like he is way back from these dudes. I don't know how that happened. Well, we'll see. We now have 47 minutes for him to figure it out. Of course, HPR, or not HPR, J-Set, he's got some time to now track that spot down and see if he can't get himself into 8th position. I like that livery. It looks nice. All right, so the man just dominating this race. I mean, 48 seconds, come on. It's like, wow. Total Wolf drops a 150.0, so a 150 flat for the fastest lap. And we're going to see these guys throw the fastest lap down probably within the next 4 laps. They're going to need to throw it down before those tires start to give way. Rusty is moved up there to 3rd, and Total Wolf in the slipstream hard. He sees P3 in front of him, P2 in front of that. There is a very real possibility we're going to see him overtake right about here. Is he going to go deep? There's no defending happening here. Just laid on the brakes, holding it together. But can he get a good run coming out? He does. And Total Wolf, for the first time, sits in the podium places from Team Hypre. Hypre.com. Hypre.mx.com. Who does all the graphics for our group. So appreciate them. And so Total Wolf now into the podium places. And look at that. He is not far. Under a second from Truth. We've seen Total Wolf. We've seen what happens when he gets onto the soft tires. And how he can just make them sing and just really get them moving. And he is dead in the slipstream and gaining now on Truth. Half a second now. Oh, man. I'm jealous of how much driving all you guys get to do. So this is our battle for P2 happening right here in front of our very eyes. Not far behind him is your 4th place, Rusty Maggots. So, and then you can see back in the distance, you'll see Hovercraft in there. So, I mean, we're talking 3 of the top 5 are all part of S7. They're going to get some massive points out of this one. I don't know how anybody's going to guess about BVL. They only had one guy in here, and that was Cyclone Dan. So they're not going to get a lot of points. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Deep on the brakes. Look at that move. Total Wolf just flies through. And Total Wolf now up into P2, his highest place in the race so far. And the Hypre driver now with clear air in front of him. What can he do without having all that turbulent air in front of him? Can he get away from these guys? He's used up a little bit of his tires in doing it, and he did pit a lap or 2 earlier than these guys. So those couple of laps he spent on the soft tires have definitely helped him as far as getting track position. But he's got 3 orange cars, 1, 2, 3, all fighting to find him. And then Black Friday's back in the mix. So there's a lot still to happen here. HPR up into P7, Nav sitting in P8, J-Set in 9th, and look, just as predicted earlier in the chat, you guys, Cyclone Dan is running really fast laps. He just ran a 150.8, and he is on track. He's in the top 10 now. He might be able to grab a couple more spots before the end of this race. And back there is Gurgle that you see back there in the distance. If the camera moves, there we go. All right, so can Cyclone Dan do anything here? He sees something to chase. There's a carrot on a stick. Oh, wow, that is some serious lag. He is having massive lag. It showed that he hit everything except there's not any damage to his car. And I'm concerned about his connections when he gets around these other drivers. He probably doesn't see the lag like we're seeing it. And he's probably driving angry because of having to get hit at the beginning of the race. But I don't know if he knows or what his buddy's been able to tell him. That it was just a massive lag spike from there. As a matter of fact, weren't the 2 cars like actually inside of each other for a minute? They were. TJ, Cyclone Dan, TJ and HPR, and there's JNav. Wait, That's J set. No, HPR is up there. There we go. I'm going the wrong way. My brain wasn't working. Sorry, folks. All right, let's check up front. Total Wolf built a second gap now. Truth is not far behind, though. Man, Truth has come a long way. Man, I used to race with him all the time, and we were pretty close to racing each other. Now, I couldn't keep up with that guy if I wanted to, but I just don't get the track time like everyone else does. But, man, look at that. Truth doing a great job. He's got himself in the podium places. Total Wolf is just really, really fast. And I'm not saying Truth isn't. I'm just saying Total Wolf is just a really fast dude. And it'll be very interesting to see how this whole thing turns out. Look at that. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all S7R guys. Those are your top 3 highest point getters for their team. Those are great places to be. And there's Black Friday in 6th. A ways back is your HPR in 7th, and then we've got this battle. This is for 8th. Nav and TJ and Cyclone Dan. You'll see him, his car keep popping up in the picture here. Ooh, a little bit wide for Nav. J-Set is actually in a good spot for an overtake. Is he going to go for it? He just might go for it here. Why not? Nope. Oh, yep, he does. He goes for it. On to the inside. And J-Set into 8th currently. Does he stay there? He does. And J-Set up into 8th position. It was a nice overtake. Very smooth. Very controlled. J-Nav's probably not too happy about losing the spot. But look at that. Oh, a little bit too wide there, and a little shake and a wiggle. And that might be all that J-Nav needed to see. And J-Nav's going to go deep. He's going to take that spot back. He's got his hazard lights on for some reason. Ooh, a little bit of tap there. And look at that. Cyclone Dan is creeping on these guys. Okay, let's see. J-Set ran 151s the last 2 laps, another 151, and look at this. Cyclone Dan's last lap was a 151 also, and he has caught these guys. Cyclone Dan now is going to be battling for that 8th spot. That's got to feel pretty good. Some kind of redemption needs to happen for this guy. Speed kills. I just read your comment. Yeah, he probably is. That's him right there. His teammate, Ricardus, is right there in front of him. That's just down the road, having himself quite a good time. We'll have to give love when love is due. And Monkey Man, 50 seconds up there. He's nearly half a lap. He's actually about half a lap from the rest of the field. It's crazy. A 149.206. What? Total Wolf's fastest is a 150. 8/10 of a lap of a second slower. I don't know. And there's a 150.7, 150 flat, a 150.7, a 150.6. A 149.8 by Hovercraft. So you see a lot of these guys running there. There's another 150.4, 150.6, 151 flat, a 151, and a 150.8. So we've got these guys really duking it out for the fastest laps. And one of the people that could really benefit from him are these guys following in the slipstream where they can get just a few extra tenths. Pit lane is closed. I keep forgetting to turn that off. I need to find a way to put a timer on that so that it just doesn't do that anymore. All right, so J-Set having pretty. What is this going on up here? Ooh, Truth. Truth has caught back up to Total Wolf. What's he gonna do now? He's too far back for an overtake right now. He's just going to sit right there. go a little bit wide, try to keep some speed. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, these guys know how to put a show on. Hope you're all enjoying this race as much as I am. I know it's hard to just sit there and not, like, watch the race and then just, like, scroll through your reels, right? But these guys are not giving us a lot of spare time. they keep battling and giving us tons of stuff to watch, and I dig it. So Toto Wolff's going to come across in the end of lap 44. He's going to come across a P2 50 seconds. It'll be a minute by the time the race is over. I'm sure of it. I'm sure by the time the race is over, that's going to be almost 60 seconds. Truth comes across in third, having a fantastic race. This might be, if I actually pull up some stats. You want to hear some stats? I can give you some stats. Do you know why? Because I know how stats work. Let's see, what is, I need glasses, though, to keep an eye on this. Let's see. Truth's had only one podium so far. Monkey Man's got a win and 3 podiums. Let's see. Toto Wolff has 2 podiums and a win. Rusty Maggots has had 3 podiums. So that's this guy right here. He's had 3 podiums. Let's see. I think I already did Truth. Yeah, Truth has a podium in his future, and he has one right now. So that'll be 2 podiums for him, which will be awesome. Gurgle has a podium. J-Set has a podium, and you know Quan has 2 podiums. You know, in the lobbies he's been in. What is Rusty Maggots? Rusty Maggots has had 3 podiums. We've talked about him. Hovercraft. Where's Hovercraft been at? Let's see. He's got 0 podiums. He has not podiumed a race yet. As a matter of fact, this is, I think, is only his 2nd race because he only has 25 points. So, but in his first race, he had the fastest lap. And he had the fastest lap bonus in his first race. So that's pretty crazy. Black Friday, he started, what did he start, like 8th or something like that in this race? I can't find him. There he is. Black Friday, he's only had 1 podium, and he's had a fastest lap. He's currently running with 179 points, which I think is the highest. Let It Rip is. Black Friday's running 2nd by 3 points. So Let It Rip is way down here. So this is good stuff. This should give Black Friday the top spot. HPR is actually tied with him. If HPR, who is currently in 7th, but he's 8 seconds back from Black Friday. If he can get around Black Friday, he can get the lead of the Pro-Am Championship. So you can see there's lots of things to fight for. You know, people think, you know, oh, you know, these guys aren't fighting. There's plenty going on right there as we come back to Black Friday and see Rusty trying to make moves. Oh, these guys are close. Every position that Black Friday loses is better for HPR. Let It Rip is too far back to make anything happen now unless somebody gets some damage. And up here, Toto Wolff used to have a bigger lead. Not as much anymore. Truth is there. Trying to follow his line all the way down to turn 1. Rusty Maggots is coming through along with Friday and Hovercraft. And then 8 seconds later, HPR is going to come steaming down the front stretch. So if he can get to Black Friday, he's what, 9? He's about 10 seconds away from Black Friday. He's been doing, let's see, HPR's been doing 151s, 152s. Black Friday's been doing 150s, 151. So Black Friday does have the pace to keep it together, but his tire situation is not such that he's going to have a lot left in 30 minutes from now, and maybe HBR can make up some time. You never know. You never know. And here comes our position 2 driver, Toto Wolff. Right behind him, as he comes streaming through here, is Truth. Truth is just kind of playing a little bit of follow the leader there. This is actually a good place to be. Is just stay right here and put the pressure on Toto Wolff and make it all about Toto Wolff not making a mistake, and then capitalize when he does. So just sit there. You don't have to force the pass. We've got plenty of time. We've got 30 minutes. Rusty now, trying to get his stuff in order. And look, there's Hovercraft. Hovercraft is running. Well, he's only ran one race, so he's not even anywhere near. Yeah, he's quite a ways back. Toto Wolff, though. Toto Wolff currently sits second in the points. Just 6 points behind the leader, who's Monkey Man Macho, this guy. Monkey Man Macho has lapped one of the Sector 7 drivers. Who is that? That's Rip. Yeah, let it rip. Currently is your Pro-Am points leader, but that won't be the case at the end of today. Toto Wolff is, like I said, about 6 points behind Monkey Man Macho for the championship. Rusty Maggots is only 4 points behind Toto Wolff, so he needs to get there. Where's Truth? I need to move this over. I can move it away from the microphone. So Truth is... Oh, he's in 4th. He's not going to gain enough points over Rusty Maggots this way, but he's going to get an awful lot closer. The difference is about 17 points. Yeah, there's about 17 points between Truth and Rusty. So this will be some good points for him to get. He'll get about two extra points over Rusty Maggots if they were to finish on the track the way that they are now. So Truth definitely battling up there. Rusty Maggots is currently 3rd in the championship. So there's your 1st place, 2nd place, and then Rusty Maggots is 3rd, and Truth is 4th. And then NAF Motorsports was only 2 points behind Truth, but he is not having a great day. HPR is up into 7th. J-Set is still in 8th, but now Cyclone Dan has made his way around JNAV, so Cyclone Dan up into P9. Is he going to stay there? Nav is not going to just want to walk away from this. He's going to want to keep his spot. Somebody just came out of the pits. Who was that? Why did Ricardo, did he have damage? Why did he have damage? All right, let's see. Going up to the leader. There's the leader. That is not from position behind him. Monkey Man Macho 51 seconds ahead of P2. That's freaking nuts. I don't know how he's doing that. Toto Wolff got a half-second gap to Truth. Nothing short of frustration. He probably is like, I gotta get this guy away from me. Why won't he leave me alone? But the Truth is going to give him something to think about for every single lap of the rest of this race. And putting that pressure on. Then back here, Rusty, who was just ahead of Black Friday. Black Friday's caught back up to these guys, so it's coming back to him. But his tire situation is dismal. I don't know how he's going to go 26 more minutes on these tires. But a top 5 finish won't be bad. It'll probably be more like 6 because Hovercraft is there. Although Hovercraft's tires are about the same. I don't see Hovercraft getting a lot done as far as getting overtakes done. But HPR is up into 7th, and he is where is HPR? He is currently running 3rd in the points. He's behind Black Friday, but he's ahead of Let It Rip, so he should pass Let It Rip. Yeah, he's going to pass Let It Rip by a couple of points. HPR will. Black Friday is ahead of HPR by 1 point. So if HPR can find his way, he's got 7, 8. Oh, so he's gained. He was 11 seconds back, right? So now he's only 9 seconds. HPR is from Black Friday. So he's gaining some time, and Black Friday is using up all his tire to do it. So is Hovercraft. So HPR is probably going to catch these guys towards the end of the race. This should be interesting. If he can get to the top 5, HPR can put himself into the lead of the Pro-Am Championship. Let's see. Cycle Dan in 8th, gained a little bit of time, almost a second over JNav. Now, J-Set is interested in unwrapping that Christmas gift in front of him and grabbing a 9th place spot. Things have slowed down as far as the battle train that we had going on. Wait, what's this right here? Oh, Truth is still very close. Okay, I was looking at something else. All right, so ooh, a little wiggle out of JNav. That's going to let J7 get a little closer. Woo! Y'all, this is a race. And this one has been so good. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've liked and shared this out so people can come and find it. We've surpassed a crap ton of... We have like 780 subscribers now, folks. Thanks to you watching. We've got... much better subscribership, which has been a lot of fun. On top of that, it gives us the ability. Let's go up to the first place. On top of that, it's given us the ability to have fuller lobbies with the way that we're doing it. So now we've got 15 drivers in every lobby duking it out. So I do have my PlayStation sitting in the lobby 3. It's still in there. It sure is. So I'm hoping, beyond all hope, that I will have a chance to do a replay of Lobby 3 maybe tomorrow. I believe I can do it tomorrow around 3 o'clock Eastern. So be aware of that. Try to get that done. While these two are battling for P2, this one, Rusty, is trying to defend for Black Friday, catching him, and Hovercraft. But look at that, it's still about 9 or 10 seconds. So HPR has not gained on these guys, but these guys are going to start losing grip here pretty soon because their tires are not great. Black Fridays and Hovercrafts are almost gone, and HPR is still at just like about 60%. So 6%. He's still got like 40%. So he should be able to gain some time. Let's see. Black Friday's last lap was a 151.8. HPR's was a 151.9. So he hasn't gained anything on him yet. But eventually, the lap times are going to slow down for some of these guys up here. All right, let's check up front. Look at this. Truth, when you go back and watch this race, I'm loving where you've come in racing, man. It's awesome. I've never really spoken to Total Wolf yet, except in a couple of interviews, which stick around for that because we will be doing those after the race. I've known Truth for quite a while, and just a really great guy, and it's awesome to see him up here battling in the top spots. That is freaking awesome. I love it. Rusty, I've talked to him many times. He's really fast, and clearly, because look where There he is right there. Black Friday sitting in the 5th place. It's not a bad place to be. That's still going to let him get the lead of the championship unless HPR can get around him. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, he's not that far behind. I'm gonna see what. Let's see what Black Friday's last lap is gonna be as he comes across the finish line. I'm just curious how these lap times are working out. 151. 151. Let's see. 151.8. Let's see. Yeah, HPR not going faster right now, so that's good news for Black Friday, but he still has to drive for 20 more minutes and see how that all goes together. So we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, up here, these guys are just putting on a great show for P2. It's always fun to have a battle for the podium places going, and this is certainly one of those. These are going to be your 2nd and 3rd place drivers. We just don't know what order they're going to be in yet. Oh, that's a good shot. Rusty Mag is coming through the tunnel also. About 5 or 6 seconds. Oh, I guess I can look at the box. It's 5.8 seconds. Back from Truth. He still has Black Friday behind him, but a 4th place finish is a great place to finish. We'll see how these two come around. I think it's on the back of his car. Oh. Well, what I thought was on the back of his car. All right. A lot of great points for the S7R guys. They will take the lead of the team championship at the end of this race, that's for sure. HPR is still up 9.5 seconds back. So he's gained a little bit of time over Black Friday in this last lap by about half a second. It's not going to be enough with the amount of laps that are left. Oh yeah, look at that, Black Friday, a 152.9. HPR is going to get like a 151. Yeah, 151.9 to a 152.9. So Black Friday lost 1 second to HPR on that lap. So, and it's, you know, because his right front tire is almost gone. He's going to have a really hard time on those left-handed corners. And there's plenty of them, like turn 1, coming out of the hairpin, coming out of this tunnel right here. He comes right here. It'll be hard to keep that front tire sticking through the dirty stuff. And at the end of this straight. So I'm curious to see just how close these guys are going to get. All right, so there's your leader. I thought he was going to get to 60 seconds, but Truth is keeping honest and is not going to let it happen. So 51.5 seconds. Monkey Man leads the race. And again, in that tribute livery for Urban Pirate Andy from Black Flag Racing TV and his family that are struggling with terminal illness, and hearts go out to you, man. So, as always, your community and your brotherhood are here for you, sir. Truth in second place now. He's gotten around the high pre driver, so now the Truth up in second. He gets the nice fresh air. Total Wolf is going to have to sit behind him now, and it's a little harder going through some of these corners when you're in somebody else's dirty turbulent air. Going defensive is Truth, and then he comes back over to the racing line to get that corner. It's a little shallow. It can be a little hard to keep together, but it's really hard to pass through this particular part. So you should be able to hold him off unless he goes wackadoo in the tunnel. Truth up in P2. That's good points, buddy. That is really good points. That'll give you 4 points over Rusty. So that'll get you 4 points closer. So that'll get him with, if he finishes where he's at now, that'll get him within 13 seconds or 13 points of Rusty for third place in the championship. So, but there's still 8 more rounds to go. So there's yeah, full defensive mode. Now Total Wolf's got to go around the outside. He wants the clean air. And he's going to cut underneath, try to get a run out of the corner. But I don't think it's going to work out for him. Truth hasn't covered off. Ooh, a little bit slippery through there goes Sorry, I stopped talking mid-sentence because I saw this whole thing brewing. Oh, these guys are really doing it. You got 15 minutes. You guys are really putting on a lot. Rusty's like, that's all good. Black Friday's like, yeah, that's all good. Hovercraft's like, Look at that. 7 seconds now. HPR has gotten to Black Friday. There is still time. HPR is really close. He's coming out of the final corner now. And these guys are only just crossing the start-finish line. A 1:53.6. That's what he ran. 1:53s is what they're in. Let's see what HPR's is. A 1:52. So he's getting him a second a lap. There are only about 10 laps left. Actually, about 7 laps left. He is going to have to, well, let's see, he is about 7 seconds away. So HPR needs to get about another, I don't know, 1/4 to 3/10 of a second faster per lap than he did, like a 1.3 seconds per lap. That will give him enough time to catch him and to put some hurt on him. Black Friday's right front tire is gone. Just gone, done. Same with Hovercraft. So HPR is going to catch these guys. He still has about 10% of his, 10 or 15% of his tire left. So he's got to use that time right now to really gain on these guys. Ooh, boy, this is going to be good. Okay, what's this here? Total Wolf back in front. Good golly, I can't keep track of these guys. They keep changing spots so much. Battle still rages on, and then this battle still rages on. Hovercraft and Black Friday, but their times are going to be rough because Hovercraft has no tire left either, so they can't really battle each other too much. Let's see what this time is again coming across the line. And Hovercraft's making a move. This is all good stuff. Drag racing down the strip at a 1:54.3. And HPR, oh, let me go back here. HPR, okay, so we go. A 1:54.3 is Black Friday. He still holds the position. A 1:52.3. So 2 seconds HPR just got out of these guys. So now he's only 5 seconds away from P5. So HPR will become a part of this little battle happening here for P5 in another couple of laps. And, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. And these two won't stop trading spots. There goes Total Wolf into and out of the final tunnel. And he's got himself some Truth following him in the back there. Then 5 seconds later up the road, here comes Truth's teammate Weston Maggots in fourth. And now we see Black Friday. He's like 7 seconds back from there, but he is battling and fighting for this 5th position. And Hovercraft and him are battling on bald right front tires. And I will tell you, if you lose that back tire, you're done. And Hovercraft was really close to it. But these two are just battling like crazy. And you know what's happening? Every sector, they're losing 3/4 of a second to HPR behind them. I don't know if they're noticing that or not, or if anybody here is telling them. But these two are going to have somebody else showing up. And there he is back there. Look, there he is. HPR is now in the same camera shots. He has now got within 4 seconds of these guys for P5. So HPR now, let's see what his, let's see what Black Friday's lap time is. 1:53.2. HPR comes across at 1:52.3. So about a second. So this could be really interesting. Oh, look at this. Cyclone Dan is up into 8th. He got around J-Set. I think that was a while back. J-Set now and J-Nav battling out for P9. So they're both in the top 10, which is a great place to be when you consider the kind of company that they're keeping here. And then there is LJ kind of by himself back in 11th. Not too far back is Let It Rip in P12. Gurgle in 13th. Quan is in 14th. And Ricardus all by himself at the back of the field. Also running the tribute livery for Andy and his family. He's got some damage on the right rear and rear of that car. So he's broken his aero diffuser and whatnot back there. But anyway, Monkey Man Macho in tunnel number 1. 10 minutes and a half to go. 53 seconds up the road from anybody. Total Wolf in P2. Back and forth with Truth. I can't wait to see what this looks like at the end of the race. And then we have Rusty kind of all by himself. But here, there is Black Friday still leading by about half a second over Hovercraft. But watch this. There's somebody there that plans on making an entrance. And he is now only 3 seconds plus away. And there's HPR. HPR still has tires left. Not a lot, but it's enough. And HPR has great pace. So this is really coming to him for top 5. Look, this is what he sees. He sees 2 cars up there battling it out, and he knows I can make this work. I can make this work. Whew. We're going to check up front here at P2. Still Total Wolf up front with Truth not far behind. Truth having a spectacular race. He started in 8th, is sitting in 2nd. Total Wolf started in 3rd, and he's sitting in 2nd. Sorry. Truth started in 8th, and he's in 3rd. Rusty Maggot started in 4th, and he sits in 4th. So no movement for him. Black Friday started in 6th, running in 5th. He won't have that 5th place very long because I have a feeling that they're going to get caught. Hovercraft started in... Where did he start? 5th. So he's lost 1 spot from the start. HBR, he started in 14th position. 14th. And he's sitting in 7th, looking at 5th and 6th in front of him. So there is still time for him to make some magic happen as he closes in on these guys. He's now still about 3 seconds away. Not the best lap time for him, I think, this time around. I think he's trying to, or he's starting to feel the pressure of these tires. 8 minutes to go. A little less than that when they cross the line. Black Friday really wants that 5th place. He can't let these guys behind him. HPR is the one he can't let by him. If he lets him by him, he loses the lead of the championship. Let It Rip is already way in the back. He started 15th. He's not having a great race. So if whichever of the two, Black Friday or HPR, whichever one crosses the line in front of the other will have the lead of the Pro-Am Championship. Presumably, right? I mean, there's other drivers in other lobbies, but they're going to make less points. So this should be pretty good. All right, so I'm looking here. If I look at Hovercraft, I get to look at the 2 deltas. So it's about 3.7 seconds. Yeah, HPR has not made any real progress. Let's see, Black Friday's last lap was a 1:53.2. HPR's was a 1:53.2 as well. Hang on, folks. this has become quite interesting. Interesting indeed. These two still do get it out up front. I love these one make races. It's like, all right, you all have the exact same opportunity. You have tires, fuel, strategies to work with, and you have the same car setup. So it's all about your strategy and you as a driver figuring things out. So Truth, I'm looking at the fuel situation for the drivers, and it's getting a little interesting. They all have the fuel lights blinking. The top 4 do. 5th and 6th does. Yeah, so all these drivers are all they're all trying to figure things out. Cyclone Dan just trying to come back from a horrible start to the race. No fault of anybody's, just weird glitchy crap, which is really going to suck. But he's fought his way back from last place all the way up to 8th. So good job, man. All right, we've only got like maybe 2 laps left after this one. When they come across, it's going to be close. And they got to make the fuel last, and Total Wolf needs to hold Truth off. Let's see how this thing's looking back here. So Black Friday and Hover are still nose to tail on the track in the 5th and 6th. That gap where HPR was catching him, that's gone. His right front tire is now gone. So now HPR, I think, is going to have to settle for 7th. Unless something goes wrong with the guys in front of him, he's just not catching them. And he sees them, like you can see him right there. But unless something... Whoa! Wow, did you see that run right there? I thought Hovercraft was going to come sailing around, and he's sticking his nose, and then he's trying to get in there. Rusty sees HPR coming. He's like, I need to get around this dude. I cannot be... wrong way. I cannot be fighting him like this. And up front, coming across the line, there's going to be 2 laps to go. That's 2... Yeah, it's going to be about 2 laps to go. And these guys are duking it out still for that P2 spot. Rusty just needs to sit right where he is and bring home the high place, fourth place points for his team. He's not going to catch those guys 10 seconds ahead, and he doesn't want to lose to the guys that are 9 seconds behind him. So, a Black Friday, clearly his car thinks that it's raining. He's just got some dust on there. He is trying to fight to keep Hovercraft behind him. Hovercraft, also a pro driver, I believe. Hovercraft is a pro driver, so they're not even fighting for points between themselves, but they are wanting to get those points on track. Hovercraft is running 18th in the championship for the pro class. He's the lowest ranking guy there because he's only raced 1 race, I think. Oh, HPR's close. Did you see that? Yeah, I see him back there. Does he? Do you think? There's not enough time. There's no way there's enough time for him to catch up to these guys. All right, let's check up front here. Actually, let's check way up front. There is Monkey Man Macho. He's going to have this lap and 1 more to go. For the leader, so he's going to do 64 laps by the looks of things. Actually, he might do... Yeah, he'll do 64 laps. These guys are going to do 60. They might get into 64 laps. It's going to be close. But Total Wolf is pulled off away from Truth by 1.5 seconds. I think Truth is realizing, both of these guys need to realize they're almost out of fuel. This could change a lot of different things here. Rusty Maggots, he's pretty much out of fuel too. They all are. But Friday and Hovercraft, not so much. They're going to be able to make that. They're going to have to do this one more. They're going to have to do 2 laps still. And so will HPR. Cyclone Dan won't. He's going to come across the line now, and he's going to have just the 1 lap to go, and so is everybody else behind him. So what does that mean for these guys? That is lap traffic up there. That is Quan from RWB. So Toto's probably going to pull a little bit of a slipstream off of it, and hopefully try to save some fuel, get into 6th gear, and just kind of stay there, let off early, save some fuel. Yeah, he's slowing way down, trying not to downshift and just use the brakes. Truth doing the same thing. These guys are both out of tires. Front rights are on Toto Wolff is gone. So is his right rear. I don't know how he's going to keep this car driving. Truth got a little bit more rear tire on him. So there's still some stuff to happen here because these guys each have to make one more lap still. Oh boy, here we go. We're coming up to the end of the race. There's only 50 seconds left. Start getting excited. Oh, see, look, we're having a really hard time keeping that car together with the right rear is gone. His right front is pretty much gone. Truth is suffering from similar fate. They have one more lap they have to do. And right now he's trying to get Quan out of the way because he wants to get up to where he can get to Toto if he can. Oh my goodness, this is getting exciting. So Toto and Truth, where is Rusty? There he is. And look at that. There is Black Friday and Hovercraft. They have to go one more lap. And there's HPR. He has to go one more lap. I don't know who's going to have what, but Cyclone Dan's going to come home right now in P8. Where is P1? I don't want to miss him coming across. Okay, so there's P8, P9, J-Set, JNav comes across. And then the leader's going to come across right now. So final lap. Checkered flag is out for Monkey Man, Macho, and Black Flag Racing. Congratulations, buddy. Good job. You dominated that. 54 seconds from the very next person. That's insane. All right, let's get up here to P11. Coming across is LJ right now. P12 is Let It Rip, who's going to come across and finish in 12th position. So congratulations there. Gurgle will be the next car to come across. Meanwhile, let's look up here. Toto Wolff is still leading Truth on bald tires, the both of them. Truth has marginally better right rear tire, but that's it. And I don't know if there's enough left for them to get through, but Toto Wolff should, unless he screws up this last corner. It's going to be a drag race down the backstretch now, but Toto Wolff should be able to come across with P2 unless that slipstream is strong enough. But Toto Wolff and The Truth come home in 2nd and 3rd. Wow, Rusty Maggots, he got around. Oh, he got around. Oh no, Rusty's coming home in 4th. Hovercraft got around Black Friday, so it's going to be a 3-4-5 for Team S7R. Rusty Maggots, Hovercraft's gonna come across in 5th, Black Friday in 6th, and HPR comes home in 7th, just 2 seconds behind. But that's, my folks, was a freaking race. Holy crap. Holy crap, that was so good. That was so good. Monkey Man Macho takes the win here, folks. All right, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do, right? We're going to go find ourselves some interviews and talk to these guys. So let me quickly, oh, look, you know what? Actually, let's bring up the results of the race. So there are the results for our race. Monkey Man Macho with the fastest lap of the race, presumably of all of the lobbies. Presumably that is pole for next week's race. Presumably, you know, somebody could have done something faster in the lobby below. Toto Wolff in P2, The Truth in 3rd. And so 3rd, 4th, and 5th all belong to S7R. We got Truth, Rusty, and Hovercraft. Black Friday comes home in 6th. HPR 7th. Cyclone Dan from BVL in 8th. Then you've got J-Set, JNav, LJ. A lot of J's. S7's Let It Rip comes home in 12th. Gurgle in 13th. Quan in 14th. And Ricardus in 15th. So I need to get together some interviews with these folks. So hang on one second while I get that done. And I'll be back to you in a moment. Let's see if we can't go find these guys. All right, we're going to get in there, and I think we've got Truth on board here. Truth, can you hear me okay, bud?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's see if we can get... I don't know if Monkey Man can get in here or not, so let's see if he can... We'll see if he can... let me make a mention to him really quick. Boy, what a race you guys just had.
Oh my God.
That was awesome. Let's see. Monkey Man is not in the lobby anymore, so I don't know how to get him in here. Okay. Well, I guess. Yeah. Well, hopefully they show up. I can't drag them in from anywhere. They got to get here on their own. But let's talk to you, man. What a freaking battle that was for you, man. Jeez Louise. That was... Okay, I got to say something, and then you can talk all you want. That is my number one favorite race in any World Cup race that we've ever done. I cannot believe that at the halfway mark of the race, there were still like 7 of you battling for the same position. Was that not awesome? That must have been so much fun.
Yeah, that was amazing. And overall, the racing was really, really good. We felt like it was trying to home and everything. And it was like, yeah, I mean, that was the best that the World Cup had to offer. Like, you had to really watch your tires and fuel, especially your tires, while navigating like 6 fast leads all around you. And then, not to mention the second half, was just like, non-stop punch for Toto.
Oh, Toto is here. Toto! Oh my gosh. You too. That was... So... How many times did you guys change positions? How many times did you guys change positions? Too many times, I bet, is what you're thinking.
I don't really know how many times they changed positions for the first game. I think the second was like maybe 3 or 4 times.
It was really, really exciting. Congratulations to both of you, by the way. You guys had fantastic race. You know, I can't even with Monkey Man though. Like 55 seconds, really?
Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
He's probably got Sophie driving for him somehow.
Yeah. Well, you know, Toto, there was a lot of strategy, at least for me there, because like Toto came flying from the back, because I guess he was going for a hot lap earlier. And then when he caught up to me, I was like, yeah, I was about to go into what I had drawn up as my hot lap window, so I was like, I'm gonna let Toto go by, and I'm gonna lap him through it, and then get my hot lap. And then I was able to hang on with him. And then all sorts of things were happening. At one point, near the, like in the last maybe 8 laps,
Oh crap!
he kind of had a bit of a move on me, and I decided, okay, I wasn't sure if my tires were gonna make it, so I was like, okay, I better let him go, and then just drive carefully and try to hang with him. And then I was able to conserve enough rubber to actually like try to blast with him at the end again.
Oh crap! Hey, hold on 1 second. You know what? I made a boo boo. They can't hear anything you're saying. Let's see. Let me do. Oh, I know what I need to do. Hold on a second. Let me do a thing. And we're gonna do this all over again. So you have to start all over. Hold on a second. I hit the wrong button. Now everybody should be able to hear you. Let's do a mic check really quick because Quan was saying he can't hear. But we're gonna start all over with a congratulations to Truth and Total Wolf. There
Thank
you
you.
go. They
Thank
get
you.
the top spots. We were talking. They were sharing a little bit about their strategies and stuff. And Truth, you were talking about the beginning part of the race where you were getting your spot kind of figured out for when you were going to do your hot lap. Can you go from there so that they can hear what you were saying?
Yeah, okay. So I guess I'll go even further back a little bit. So the first half, we were in a big pack, big train. So the idea was just to try to make sure that you don't screw up your fuel and don't chew up your tires too much, but stay with the pack. Monkey Man was gone, so it wasn't about Monkey Man. It was just staying with the pack. So then when we got into the pit, try to go in there with a reasonable amount of fuel, switched to the tires. I had a hot lap window I had figured out from practice. So then I guess Toto's was earlier than mine because he came flying through the pack. So he got by a bunch of us, and then I tried to latch onto him because I was just going into my hot lap window, and then I was able to kind of get some slipstream and get my hot lap in, and then I just tried to hang on to him, which I was able to do. And then it's almost like I had like 6 or 7 races inside the race. Like there were different times where I wasn't sure if my tires were going to last. So then Toto had a run on me, let him go. I thought I'll follow him and try to conserve tires. And then I was able to like save enough tire to go back after him. And we changed positions a bunch of time. But like that was the best. That was a great example of the best that can come of these races, honestly. Like,
yeah, you guys did a great job. And Toto, I gotta say, man, that was a lot of. There was a point where you slipped all the way back into like 6th place. Did you?
Yeah.
Were you really concerned at that point, or did you think I got enough time, I can sort this out?
I mean, I was a bit worried, of course, because losing a position is never good. But at the same time, I wasn't too worried because I wanted to just get someone's slipstream, and I was able to do that. And also, later during the race, I saw they were fighting a lot, so I wanted to avoid that too. So at the same time, I was thinking like, yeah, maybe I made a mistake, but I think it might not have been as bad as I thought it was. Because that thing that was happening in front of me was a big mess. And it would have been really bad for my tires. And I was also just trying to save fuel at some point, so I think I did well on that side.
yeah, you had 3 more than me. So I was just happy that you didn't have a whole pile more than me.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yep.
we can hear you. Who's this?
Oh, Mad Dad. Mad Hatter.
Oh, okay. Are you
Hey, Matt,
sitting
hey.
in for Monkey Man?
Sorry?
Are you sitting in for Monkey Man? We're just talking to the top 3 guys.
Is this the wrong lobby? Far out.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to be in lobby 2, right?
Yeah, lobby 2, mate.
All right, here I'll that was awesome. Okay, so Toto, the last
Yeah.
couple laps of the race, or the last lap or so, your right rear tire was gone, and I saw your car wiggling. I was like, I don't know how he's gonna make that work.
Yeah, I was actually very scared because at some point I was thinking to myself, like, I have to keep the truth behind me somehow. I don't want to stay behind him because that's going to hurt my tires. But I have to do something, right? So I just tried to go as fast as I could, but I also tried to avoid making any mistakes and turning the wheel too much so I could avoid a lot of tire wear. And I had to spend like 2 laps without the right rear tire. Yeah.
Yeah, well, man, you guys did a great race, and I'll tell you, you didn't see this because it was later in the race, but HPR was started in 14th position and finished in 7th, and he was only a couple of seconds away from Black Friday and Hovercraft that were battling. I mean, there was battles happening everywhere, but hey, one thing that's kind of cool is S7R got a 3-4-5 finish. That is going to put you guys in the lead for the team championship by a lot.
that's an amazing result for the team.
Yeah,
it's funny you said that Toto's right rear was gone. Mine was my right front, but then I knew that I knew his rear was a mess because I could see him wiggling. So I was like, I was just trying to hang in there, and I was waiting for him to wiggle. Then I was going to bite him like a shark, right? Like,
yep.
But I wasn't able to.
His right front was gone too. He was basically, anytime he turned the car left, he had nothing to work with, right?
Yeah.
Right. At least you still had some grip on the right rear. It wasn't much, but it was more than he had.
Yeah. Well, I could tell because I was putting a push on it at the end, right? But then I ran out of fuel right at the end. Didn't matter because it was already at the line, but...
No, I did too, actually.
I saw that. I saw your car slow down. I think we both ran out of fuel.
Yeah,
everybody
was
ran
like
out
at the same
of fuel.
time.
I think you guys didn't expect to go that many laps.
Well, also, I had to push harder than I thought because I'm battling him. So it was like, we're trying to break each other's back, make each other run out of fuel or tires, right?
Yeah. Well, you guys did a great job. I really appreciated watching the race. I mean, that whole first part of the race, I don't have a lot of voice left. It's really strained right now because I'm just was like, and now this is happening, and now that is happening. It was just constant like stuff going on with you guys and that whole pack of like 8 cars for like an hour until the first pit window. There, you guys had to be stressed out. That's a lot of cars all in one place. Ugh.
Yeah, and we're lucky I didn't get any damage. There was a couple of times where the cars had an accordion effect of some sort, and like we kind of bumped a little, but everything was okay.
Yeah,
So.
a sad thing happened with Dan, Cyclone Dan. He had massive lag, like it was really bad.
Oh
And,
yeah, I saw that.
yeah, and I was like, how is anybody going to drive around this guy? And Black Friday and him, I think, were battling for position, and Black Friday had probably half to a full car length, behind him, and all of a sudden he was inside of Cyclone Dan's car, and then not again, but Cyclone Dan's car got damaged and was hit to the curb, and 0 damage to Friday's car. I'm like, how does that happen? Well, glitching. That's how that happens.
Yeah, I actually was seeing him and I was worried because sometimes when that happens, you don't really know where you are exactly compared to him. Like, you don't know his exact position, so you don't really know what to do and what's actually happening. So you have to think a lot about if you're gonna crash into him or not.
Yeah, you really have to worry about that kind of stuff when cars are bouncing all over the place. You're like, where is that person?
It's like... Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
There was times where I was seeing him like on the widest part of the final hairpin, but then out of nowhere he was on the racing line. So it was really confusing to see that.
Yeah, I was really scared of Cyclone Dan. I was like, please God, let him like pit or something before I catch up to him, because I was afraid of having to pass him. And then like with Toto, it's like I know him well now, right? Because I've teamed up with him and I raced him other races last year. So it's funny because when it got to the second half and then it was me and him, I was like, it's like, when you know your opponent and you know what you're about to be in for the next hour. I was like, in my head, I was like, and now we dance.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun, you guys. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging out with me and all the folks that are watching to talk about the race. We had a good number of people show up to watch this race. I think at one point we had close to 20 people watching this race. It was just so exciting to watch, and I really appreciate you guys being here and talking with us. So I'm gonna let you guys go pop the champagne, talk to your teammates, tell them how you did. Toto, I expect to see some kind of response from you in the High Pre Discord, so I'd be happy to see that one.
Did you miss it?
And Truth, I know you guys are gonna blast it out. It's gonna be awesome. So
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Great.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Happy holidays if I don't talk to you before then, because there's a lot of holiday stuff coming up right now. So go enjoy yourselves, okay?
For Toto, félicitations, joyeux Noël.
What's that?
I said joyeux Noël.
Oh, joyeux Noël.
Yeah, that speaks French. I'm actually francophone, so.
Awesome. All right,
so
I'll let you guys can stay in here and chat if you want to. I'm gonna pop out, and let you guys keep talking. But happy holidays, guys, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too as well. I gotta get back on with my teammates. Right, Toto.
Okay, bye, guys.
Okay, I'll see.
Oh man, that was fun. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun, folks. Make sure to share this and like this. Make sure that you tell your friends to come and subscribe so they can watch these races. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I may be doing the Lobby 3 race tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, that's me. That was here. That was Mustangs at Trial Mountain, and that was awesome. And I'm looking forward to the next race. Where are we going to be at next week, or the next race, you say? Well, I'll tell you, we're going to be at Road Atlanta in the Group 4 Lexus RCF. You won't want to miss that one, so make sure you come out and check that out. As always, big shout out to our folks at High Pre. Thank you for all that you do and all that you are and making us look so pretty. It's enjoyable for sure. Also coming up on Monday night, don't forget we got the BMRL truck race, the A-Trucks Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern here on GTC TV. from the iRacing side of the house. We'll be there to take care of everything, and we'll talk to you all next time around. Have a great one, folks. Bye now.